They have been called Generation Y, the Millennial Generation and Generation Next. But according to Australia's leading health experts, Australia's young people could well be described as Generation Vulnerable. At a seminar today at the University of New South Wales, one of many events being held to promote Mental Health Month, it was revealed that it is tougher to be a young person in 2010 than any other time in history. Generation Next is a new national seminar series aimed at improving the well-being of children and teenagers by addressing the mental, social and emotional challenges affecting them in a complex world.
What I always felt was a society that was hostile to mental health and well-being, whether we call it consumerism, commercialisation, many other sort of toxic factors that seem to be reaching their logical climax.
The sexualisation of young people in the media, cyberbullying, alcohol and other drugs, body image and eating disorders, bullying and school violence. The increasing trend of the sexualisation of young girls in the media is said to be contributing to their negative physical and emotional health issues, including eating disorders, depression, anxiety, low self-esteem, poor academic performance and self-harming behaviours.
When we're talking about sexualisation, we're not talking about sex or sexuality. You know, that sex and sexuality is a naturally unfolding process in all human beings. Sexualisation, however, is when adult sexualised content is imposed on young kids before they're ready to deal with it. The environment is wallpapered with sexualised imagery, outdoor billboards, advertising in all arenas, porn magazines in 7-Elevens, milk bars, petrol stations.
According to the experts, the sexualisation of young people in the media is being targeted to very young children, and it's all legal.
There are games like Miss Bimbo, in which a girl is awarded points that help her become the world's hottest bimbo. She gets those points by having breast implants, losing weight and picking up boys in the bimbo club. And that game is being played by 10-year-old girls around the world. Well, Australia's not doing enough. And that's why people like me and Julie Gale and other colleagues here at this Generation Next conference are speaking out so loudly about it. Not enough has been done. And that's the reason things are as bad as they are. We're all complicit. But our regulatory bodies, the Advertising Standards Board, the Classification Board, have completely failed us by allowing advertising to get as bad as it is, for example.
Dr. Michael Carr-Gregg, one of Australia's leading adolescent psychologists, told the packed audience about young people's mental health issues.
I think what we can say to you is that Australia has a situation where 1 in 5 young people have a serious psychological problem prior to the age of 18, and that about half of those kids with the most serious problems never get treated, and that's unacceptable.
Connecting with young people in more relevant ways is also critical to the early detection and treatment of their mental health issues. In partnership with the Generation Next seminar, local chalk artists in Parramatta are taking art and mental illness to the streets, transforming Church Street with colour, creativity and the theme, the blues. The artists are chalking up visible and positive messages about depression, which they hope will be a powerful input for young people.
Okay, Black Dog Blues is a name I gave to it because I focused on depression and a transition from a dark period in someone's life through over to where music alleviates that kind of mood. And Black Dog is a name given to depression by Winston Churchill. I've used the white figure as an empty spirit, so a vessel that's looking for transition. And I've looked at the transition from that empty vessel, Black Dog Blues, and then looking at the crossroads. I think it certainly brings awareness to the issues at hand, and it makes a connection to the general public, and any sort of exposure of any of these causes that you can actually make connections to the public is really powerful.
While offering a range of practical solutions to teachers, parents, carers, and anyone working with this vulnerable generation, the experts did have one key message: be aware, be informed, and be involved. Marcus Megalokonomos, UTS News.